Have you ever wondered what it was like to walk the ancient streets of Rome at night? Welcome to our cozy bedtime story channel. Tonight, we're taking you on an enchanting journey back in time to the heart of ancient Rome. Picture yourself amidst the bustling streets, surrounded by magnificent architecture and the serene countryside under a starlit sky. Settle in as we explore a night in ancient Rome, a spellbinding tale filled with mystery, adventure, and a touch of history. Stay with us until the end to uncover secrets and marvels of the ancient world that you never knew existed. Let's begin our journey together. The sun is slowly descending behind the towering Colosseum, casting long, dramatic shadows over the ancient streets of Rome. The sky transitions from a brilliant blue to hues of orange, pink, and purple, creating a stunning backdrop for the city's iconic structures. As the day turns to dusk, the vibrant energy of Rome seems to shift and adapt. The sounds of the city come alive in a different way. Merchants pack up their stalls, their voices still lively as they exchange last-minute bargains and farewells. The clatter of chariots rolling over the cobblestone streets blends with the faint, distant laughter of friends and families gathering for the evening. You can hear the chatter of locals and visitors alike, each voice adding to the symphony of sounds that define this bustling metropolis. The air carries a mix of aromas, the scent of baked bread from nearby bakeries, the lingering spices from the day's market stalls, and the fresh, cool breeze that whispers through the marble columns and age-old arches. The city is a tapestry of sights, sounds, and smells, each detail painting a vivid picture of life in ancient Rome. As you walk through the streets, you can see Roman citizens draped in togas and stolas, their attire reflecting the intricate social hierarchy of the time. Lanterns begin to glow softly, illuminating the pathways with a warm, gentle light, guiding those who wander the streets at dusk. The grandeur of Rome's architecture is on full display, from the majestic temples dedicated to the gods to the bustling forums where ideas and commerce flowed freely. Each corner of the city tells a story, each stone laid with purpose and history. The atmosphere is both lively and serene, a testament to the city's ability to balance grandeur with everyday life. As you continue to explore, you can feel the pulse of ancient Rome, a city that is very much alive even as night begins to fall. The second practice involves introducing Lucius, our protagonist for tonight's story. Lucius is a young Roman scholar with an insatiable curiosity and a heart brimming with wanderlust. After a day immersed in his studies, he eagerly steps out into the evening air, ready to explore the city he loves so dearly. Lucius, with his neatly trimmed hair and thoughtful eyes, carries with him a small leather satchel filled with scrolls and notes from his lessons. His white toga, adorned with a purple stripe symbolizing his scholarly status, flows gracefully as he walks, the soft fabric catching the light of the lanterns that line the streets. He is not just a student of books but of life, always seeking to learn from the world around him. Tonight, the city holds a particular allure for Lucius. The transformation of Rome from day to night is something he never tires of. He strolls past the grand temples, their columns now casting long shadows, and through the bustling forums where the last remnants of commerce fade into quiet conversations. Lucius greets familiar faces with a warm smile, his presence a comforting sight in the community. He pauses to admire the intricate mosaics that decorate the public baths, each tile telling a story of myths and legends. The scents of the evening, the fresh bread, the spices, and the cool breeze invigorate him, making him feel alive and connected to this ancient city. As he moves deeper into the heart of Rome, Lucius's thoughts wander. He dreams of distant lands and ancient mysteries, of the hidden stories that lie beneath the city's stones. His mind, always seeking knowledge, is filled with questions about the world and his place within it. Lucius is not just a scholar, he is an explorer of the mind and soul, finding joy in each new discovery, no matter how small. As he walks, he contemplates the day's lessons, the philosophies of great thinkers, and the tales of mighty heroes. His heart beats in rhythm with the city's pulse, and with every step, he feels more attuned to the ancient wonders that surround him. Tonight is not just another night in Rome for Lucius. It is an opportunity to uncover new secrets and to add his own chapter to the endless story of this magnificent city. As the night deepens, Lucius's journey through the streets of Rome becomes a journey of the spirit, a blend of adventure, learning, and the timeless allure of discovery. Lucius's curiosity leads him down a path filled with whispers and mysteries. As he strolls through the ancient streets, he overhears rumors of a hidden treasure, supposedly buried beneath the old Roman Forum. Intrigued by the possibility of uncovering such a secret, Lucius decides to investigate further. The bustling marketplace, still vibrant with activity even as night falls, seems like the perfect place to start his quest for answers. He navigates through the crowded stalls, each vendor eager to make one more sale before closing. The air is thick with the scent of exotic spices and the sound of lively haggling. He pauses at a stall selling old relics and scrolls, where a wizened merchant catches his eye. The merchant, with his weathered face and knowing smile, seems to sense Lucius's curiosity. With a slight nod, he beckons Lucius closer. The merchant's aged hands carefully unfurl a faded map, its edges worn from years of use. The map, he explains in a hushed tone, is said to lead to the very treasure Lucius has heard about. The lines and drawings on the parchment are intricate, depicting the layout of the ancient forum with cryptic symbols marking the supposed location of the hidden treasure. Lucius's heart races with excitement, his mind already piecing together the clues. He knows this map could hold the key to a remarkable discovery, one that could add a new chapter to Rome's illustrious history. Thanking the merchant, Lucius carefully tucks the map into his satchel, feeling the weight of its promise and mystery. Determined to uncover the secrets it holds, he makes his way towards the forum, guided by the faint, warm glow of the street lanterns. The whispers of the marketplace fade behind him, replaced by the quiet anticipation of what lies ahead. The second practice involves Lucius carefully examining the ancient, worn-out map he just obtained from the mysterious merchant. The map, fragile and discolored with age, seems to vibrate with secrets waiting to be revealed. Its parchment displays a network of delicate lines and enigmatic symbols, each one a potential clue leading to the hidden treasure beneath the old Roman Forum. Lucius studies the map intently, his fingers tracing the faded ink paths. His mind races with the possibilities of what treasures this map could lead him to. Determined and intrigued, he decides to seek a quieter place to study the map further, away from the bustling marketplace. With the map secured in his satchel, Lucius weaves through the narrow streets, the soft glow of lanterns lighting his path. He finds a secluded spot near a small fountain, its gentle trickle the perfect backdrop for contemplation. He spreads the map out carefully, leaning in close to decipher the ancient script and symbols that adorn it. The map is unlike any he has seen before, its details intricate yet cryptic. Each symbol seems to tell a part of a larger story, inviting Lucius to piece together the puzzle. He notices markers indicating key locations around the forum, each one potentially holding a piece of the treasure's trail. As he delves deeper into the map's secrets, he realizes that this journey will require more than just knowledge of ancient Rome. It will demand intuition, courage, and the ability to see beyond the surface of things. Lucius feels a thrill of anticipation, knowing that this adventure could bring him closer to Rome's hidden past than ever before. With the map as his guide, Lucius feels a renewed sense of purpose. This is not just a quest for treasure, it is a journey into the heart of the city's history and his own soul. He tucks the map away, his mind now focused on deciphering its clues and uncovering the treasure that has eluded so many before him. As Lucius rises, the fountain's gentle whispers seem to echo his determination. The night is still young, and his adventure is only beginning. With each step, he feels the weight of history and the promise of discovery guiding him forward, deeper into the enchanting mysteries of ancient Rome. The second practice involves Lucius carefully examining the ancient, worn-out map he just obtained from the mysterious merchant. The map, fragile and discolored with age, seems to vibrate with secrets waiting to be revealed. Its parchment displays a network of delicate lines and enigmatic symbols, each one a potential clue leading to the hidden treasure beneath the old Roman Forum. Lucius studies the map intently, his fingers tracing the faded ink paths. His mind races with the possibilities of what treasures this map could lead him to. Determined and intrigued, he decides to seek a quieter place to study the map further, away from the bustling marketplace. With the map secured in his satchel, Lucius weaves through the narrow streets, the soft glow of lanterns lighting his path. He finds a secluded spot near a small fountain, its gentle trickle the perfect backdrop for contemplation. He spreads the map out carefully, leaning in close to decipher the ancient script and symbols that adorn it. The map is unlike any he has seen before, its details intricate yet cryptic. Each symbol seems to tell a part of a larger story, inviting Lucius to piece together the puzzle. He notices markers indicating key locations around the forum, each one potentially holding a piece of the treasure's trail. As he delves deeper into the map's secrets, he realizes that this journey will require more than just knowledge of ancient Rome. It will demand intuition, courage, and the ability to see beyond the surface of things. Lucius feels a thrill of anticipation, knowing that this adventure could bring him closer to Rome's hidden past than ever before. With the map as his guide, Lucius feels a renewed sense of purpose. This is not just a quest for treasure, it is a journey into the heart of the city's history and his own soul. He tucks the map away, his mind now focused on deciphering its clues and uncovering the treasure that has eluded so many before him. As Lucius rises, the fountain's gentle whispers seem to echo his determination. The night is still young, and his adventure is only beginning. With each step, he feels the weight of history and the promise of discovery guiding him forward, deeper into the enchanting mysteries of ancient Rome. Back at home, Lucius studies the map under the flickering candlelight. He prepares everything he needs for the night adventure, including a torch, food, and water. The small, cozy room is filled with the soft glow of the candle, casting dancing shadows on the walls. The map is spread out on his wooden desk, its ancient lines and symbols inviting further scrutiny. Lucius goes over each detail again, ensuring he has memorized the key points and markers. He scribbles notes on a piece of parchment, making sure he has a clear plan for the night ahead. With the map committed to memory, he turns his attention to packing his satchel. He carefully places a sturdy torch inside, knowing it will be essential for navigating the dark underground passages of the Forum. Alongside the torch, he packs a small loaf of bread, some dried figs, and a water skin filled to the brim. He knows the night might be long, and sustenance will be necessary to keep his energy up. He also includes a small knife, a rope, and a piece of chalk for marking his path. Each item is chosen with care, reflecting his meticulous nature and thoughtful preparation. As he checks and rechecks his supplies, Lucius feels a mixture of excitement and nervous anticipation. This adventure is unlike any other he has embarked upon, and the potential for discovery is immense. With everything packed and ready, he takes a moment to steady his mind. He knows that the journey ahead will test his resolve and ingenuity, but he is determined to uncover the secrets that lie beneath the ancient city. As the candle flickers, casting a warm glow on the room, Lucius takes a deep breath and stands ready to face the adventure that awaits. The night holds endless possibilities, and with his preparations complete, Lucius feels ready to delve into the heart of Rome's hidden history. The map, the torch, and his determination will guide him through, as he steps into the night with a heart full of hope and a mind eager for discovery. The secret passage. Lucius discovers a secret passage hidden behind a tapestry in one of the ancient buildings that leads him to the Roman Forum. As he walks through the dimly lit streets, Lucius's thoughts remain fixated on the treasure map. He recalls an old tale he once read about a secret passage hidden within the walls of one of Rome's ancient buildings. With determination, he heads towards an old yet grand structure that sits at the edge of the Forum. The building, adorned with intricate carvings and heavy drapes, has always intrigued him. Tonight, it holds more charm than ever before. Lucius steps inside, the wooden door creaking softly as it closes behind him. The room is dim, lit only by the moonlight streaming through small, high windows. Dust particles dance in the air, revealed by the glow of his torch. His eyes scan the room, noting the age-worn furniture, the shelves lined with scrolls, and the heavy tapestry hanging on one wall. The tapestry depicts a grand battle scene, its colors faded yet still vibrant in detailing the clash of warriors. Lucius steps closer, his heart pounding with a mix of excitement and fear. Carefully, he runs his fingers along the edges of the tapestry, feeling for any irregularities. Suddenly, he feels a slight give in the wall behind it. With a deep breath, he slowly pulls the tapestry aside, revealing a narrow, hidden door. The door, barely visible and covered in dust, is a testament to time's passage and the secrets it guards. Lucius pushes the door open, the hinges groaning in protest. Beyond lies a narrow, dark passage, its walls cold and damp to the touch. The air is thick with the scent of earth and ancient stone. With his torch held high, he steps inside, the flickering light casting eerie shadows on the walls. Each step echoes through the passage, the sound of his footsteps amplifying the sense of solitude. The walls are lined with carvings, some faded beyond recognition, others still displaying scenes of Roman life and mythology. As Lucius moves deeper into the passage, the air grows cooler, the silence more profound. His torchlight reveals more symbols and markings, each one adding to the mystery of the hidden passage. He feels a strange sense of connection to those who walked these corridors centuries before him, their stories etched into the stone. After what seems like an eternity, the passage begins to widen. Lucius's anticipation mounts as he senses he is nearing the end. The walls open into a larger chamber, and the faint outlines of an exit become clear. He quickens his pace, his excitement barely contained. Emerging from the passage, Lucius finds himself in a secluded part of the Roman Forum, far from prying eyes. The moonlight bathes the ancient ruins in a silvery glow, highlighting the grandeur of the architecture now lost to time. The hidden passage has led him exactly where he needed to be, confirming the validity of the ancient map. Lucius smiles, feeling a profound sense of accomplishment. The night is still young, and the forum's secrets are within his reach. With a renewed sense of purpose, he steps forward, ready to continue his quest and uncover the hidden treasures of ancient Rome. As Lucius explores the secluded part of the Roman Forum, he hears a soft, melodic voice singing an old Roman hymn. Intrigued, he follows the sound and soon discovers an elderly man seated on a fallen column, his long white beard flowing like a river of wisdom. The man's eyes, although aged, sparkle with a depth of knowledge and history. Lucius approaches him with a mix of awe and curiosity, sensing that this encounter could be significant. The old man pauses his song and looks up, a knowing smile playing on his lips. "Ah, a young scholar in search of answers," he says, his voice rich and warm. "What brings you to these ancient stones on such a night?" Lucius, feeling a connection to the man, sits beside him and shares his tale, explaining his quest for the hidden treasure and the mysterious map. The wise old man nods thoughtfully, his eyes twinkling as he listens. "The gods favor the brave and the curious," he begins. "Many seek treasures of gold and silver, but few understand the true wealth that lies in knowledge and stories." He pauses, as if sifting through centuries of memories. "Do you know of the ancient gods, young Lucius? Their tales hold more than just myths. They contain keys to many secrets." Lucius, eager to learn, leans in closer. "Tell me more about these gods and their stories. How do they relate to the treasure I'm seeking?" The old man chuckles softly. "Patience, my young friend. The gods' stories are intertwined with the very fabric of our world. Take, for instance, the tale of Jupiter and his thunderbolts, or Minerva's wisdom. Each divine tale contains symbols and lessons, echoes of which are found in the stones and ruins of this very forum." He gestures around them, the moonlight casting long shadows. "Look beyond the obvious, Lucius. The map you carry is not just a guide to treasure, but a map of the soul. Remember this: the true treasure is not always what you see, but what you learn." The old man's words resonate deeply with Lucius, sparking a new sense of purpose. But where do I start? Lucius asks, his voice tinged with a mix of excitement and uncertainty. The old man smiles, his eyes filled with understanding. Start with the story of Romulus and Remus, the founders of Rome. Their tale is etched into the city's heart. Seek out the twin wolves depicted in the Forum. They guard the path you must follow. And remember, trust your instincts and let your courage guide you. With that, the wise old man rises, his movement fluid despite his age. I must leave you now, young scholar. The gods watch over you, and may their wisdom light your path. Lucius thanks the old man, feeling a profound sense of gratitude and inspiration. As the man walks away, disappearing into the shadows, Lucius feels a renewed determination. The old man's cryptic clues echo in his mind as he sets his eyes on the Forum. He recalls the tale of Romulus and Remus, their images depicted in the city's art and architecture. With a deep breath, he begins to search for the twin wolves, knowing that this night holds the promise of discovery and the secrets of ancient Rome. The Roman Forum at night is a place of wondrous beauty and profound mystery. As Lucius steps into its heart, he is immediately struck by the serenity that envelops the ancient ruins. The moon hangs high in the sky, casting a silvery glow that illuminates the statues and remnants of a bygone era. Shadows dance across the marble surfaces, creating an almost ethereal atmosphere that is both calming and filled with a sense of timelessness. The statues of gods and heroes watching over the Forum seem to come alive under the moonlight. Their stony gazes fixed on the scenes of ancient Rome, as if holding within them countless stories and secrets. Lucius walks slowly, his footsteps echoing softly against the cobblestones, blending with the gentle rustling of the leaves in the cool night breeze. Each statue he passes tells a story, each ruin whispers of the grandeur that once was. He pauses in front of a towering statue of Jupiter, the king of the gods, whose stern expression and powerful stance command respect. The moonlight highlights the intricate details of the sculpture, making it look almost lifelike. Lucius feels a sense of awe and reverence, as if he is standing in the presence of the divine. He continues his walk, passing by the ruins of once magnificent buildings that now stand as silent witnesses to history. Columns that once supported grand temples now reach towards the sky like skeletal fingers, their shadows stretching long and thin under the soft light. Lucius's mind drifts to thoughts of the people who once walked these paths, the orators who spoke in the Forum, the merchants who traded goods, and the scholars who debated ideas. Their spirits seem to linger in the air, adding to the enchanting atmosphere of the place. The silence of the night is broken only by the distant hoot of an owl and the occasional chirp of crickets, creating a symphony of natural sounds that enhance the peacefulness of the moment. Lucius reaches the center of the Forum, where the ruins of the Temple of Saturn stand majestically under the moonlight. The temple, though partially in ruins, still exudes a sense of grandeur and importance. He stands in its shadow, taking in the sight of the ancient columns that have withstood the test of time. The moonlight bathes the temple in a soft glow, giving it an almost otherworldly appearance. As he gazes upon the ruins, Lucius feels a deep connection to the past, as if the stones themselves are speaking to him, sharing their stories and wisdom. He imagines the vibrant life that once filled this place, the debates and discussions, the ceremonies and celebrations. The Forum, now so quiet and peaceful, was once the beating heart of Rome. Lucius takes a deep breath, the cool night air filling his lungs, and he feels a sense of calm and clarity. Under the moonlit sky, surrounded by the remnants of Rome's glorious past, he feels at peace with his journey and the path ahead. The Roman Forum at night is not just a place of ruins, but a living testament to the enduring spirit of a civilization that has shaped history. In this moment, Lucius knows that his quest is not just about uncovering treasure, but about understanding the deeper truths and stories that lie hidden in the stones of this ancient city. With renewed determination, he continues his journey, ready to explore the mysteries that await him under the serene glow of the moon. The hidden chamber lies beneath the ancient stones of the Forum, a secret preserved through the ages. Following the map's clues, Lucius navigates the narrow, winding paths with a sense of anticipation and determination. He carefully steps over loose stones and under low archways, his torchlight casting flickering shadows that dance across the walls. Each step brings him closer to the chamber, the air growing cooler and the silence more profound as he descends further into the depths of Rome. The map has led him to a concealed entrance, cleverly hidden amongst the ruins. He pushes aside a heavy stone, revealing a passage that seems to breathe with the secrets it holds. The passage narrows, forcing Lucius to crouch as he makes his way through. His heart races with excitement, his mind filled with thoughts of what lies ahead. The air is thick with the scent of earth and ancient stone, adding to the mystique of the journey. After what feels like an eternity, the passage opens up into a larger hidden chamber. Lucius steps inside, his torchlight revealing the room's contents. His breath catches in his throat as he takes in the sight before him. The chamber is filled with ancient artifacts, each one a testament to the grandeur of Rome's past. Shelves lined with scrolls and relics adorn the walls, their surfaces covered in a fine layer of dust. The flickering light of his torch casts eerie shadows, bringing the artifacts to life. Lucius approaches a large, ornate chest in the center of the room. The chest, adorned with intricate carvings and gilded edges, seems to beckon him forward. With trembling hands, he lifts the lid, revealing a collection of treasures within. Gold coins, jeweled trinkets, and ancient scrolls fill the chest, each item a piece of Rome's rich history. His eyes are drawn to the inscriptions on the walls of the chamber. He moves closer, holding the torch high to illuminate the faded writings. The inscriptions are in Latin, detailing tales of gods and heroes, epic battles, and the rise and fall of emperors. Each word seems to pulse with the energy of the past, telling stories that have been hidden for centuries. Lucius carefully examines the artifacts, his scholarly mind racing to piece together their significance. He recognizes symbols of the gods, ancient tools, and items of daily life, each one providing a glimpse into the lives of those who came before him. The scrolls, though fragile, contain knowledge and wisdom that have been preserved through the ages. As he studies the inscriptions, Lucius feels a profound sense of connection to the past. The stories etched into the stone walls speak to him, sharing their wisdom and secrets. He realizes that this chamber is not just a repository of treasure, but a sanctuary of knowledge and history, a place where the past comes alive. Lucius takes a deep breath, feeling the weight of the moment. He understands that his discovery is more than just a personal achievement. it is a gift to the world, a chance to share the hidden stories of ancient Rome. He carefully documents the inscriptions and artifacts, ensuring that their secrets will not be lost again. As he prepares to leave the chamber, Lucius feels a sense of fulfillment and purpose. The hidden chamber has revealed its secrets, and he is now entrusted with the responsibility of preserving and sharing them. With the torchlight guiding his way, he retraces his steps through the narrow passages, the ancient artifacts and inscriptions fresh in his mind. The night is still young, and Lucius knows that there are more secrets to discover and stories to uncover. As he emerges from the hidden chamber, he feels a renewed sense of determination and excitement. The Forum, now bathed in the soft glow of the moon, welcomes him back. Lucius stands tall, ready to continue his journey and share the hidden wonders of ancient Rome with the world. Deciphering the inscriptions, Lucius uses his extensive knowledge of Latin and ancient Roman culture. Each line of text on the chamber walls tells a story, a piece of the grand puzzle that holds the key to the hidden treasure. He begins with the largest inscription, its letters worn but still legible. Reading aloud, he translates the ancient text. In the time of the great empire, the gods bestowed their gifts upon the worthy. Seek the wisdom of Minerva, the strength of Mars, and the benevolence of Jupiter to find the path to fortune. Lucius contemplates the meaning, recognizing the importance of the gods in the context of Roman beliefs. The text suggests that the treasure's location is tied to the virtues and symbols of these deities. He moves to another section of the wall, where a smaller inscription catches his eye. Beneath the gaze of the twins, where the wolf's howl echoes, the golden path begins. His mind races back to the old man's advice about Romulus and Remus, the twin founders of Rome, often depicted with a she-wolf. This clue hints that the treasure's trail starts at a statue or symbol related to them. Lucius carefully notes down each clue, piecing them together like a mosaic. Returning to the first inscription, he considers the gods mentioned. Minerva, goddess of wisdom, would likely have symbols of knowledge and learning, such as an owl or a scroll. Mars, the god of war, could be represented by a sword or shield, while Jupiter's symbols might include an eagle or a thunderbolt. Searching through the chamber, he finds carvings and artifacts that align with these symbols. An owl etched into the stone near the ceiling, a rusty old sword laying amongst the relics, and an eagle insignia on a fallen column. He realizes this chamber was set up to honor these gods, perhaps as a guide for those seeking the treasure. He then notices faint markings on the ground, barely visible in the torchlight. Following the symbols and the markings, Lucius traces a path through the chamber that seems to align with the gods' virtues. His heart pounds as he realizes he is close to uncovering the next part of the mystery. Near the back of the chamber, hidden in a dark corner, he finds a small, ornate chest. The chest is locked, but the keyhole is shaped like a lightning bolt, a clear nod to Jupiter. Lucius takes a deep breath, knowing that the inscriptions have guided him to this moment. He searches for any nearby object that could serve as a key. His eyes fall upon a small thunderbolt-shaped trinket among the artifacts. He picks it up, its cool metal reassuring in his hand. Carefully inserting the trinket into the lock, he turns it with a hopeful heart. The chest opens with a soft click, revealing a collection of scrolls inside. These scrolls are different from the ones he had seen earlier, their parchment newer and their writing more vivid. Lucius unfurls the first scroll and begins to read. It contains detailed instructions and maps leading further into the labyrinth beneath the forum. These documents seem to have been written by someone who had once sought the treasure but never completed the quest. The excitement within Lucius builds as he realizes he is on the right path. The inscriptions and the scrolls collectively paint a clearer picture of the journey ahead. The treasure he seeks is not just material wealth, but a deeper understanding of Roman history and culture, preserved through the ages. With renewed determination, Lucius carefully packs the scrolls into his satchel, making sure to keep the clues and his notes close at hand. He feels a sense of kinship with the ancient scholars who once walked these paths, their knowledge guiding him now. As he prepares to leave the hidden chamber, he takes one last look at the inscriptions, feeling gratitude for the wisdom they have imparted. He knows that the journey ahead will be challenging, but the insights he has gained tonight give him the courage to continue. The torchlight flickers as Lucius steps back into the narrow passage, his mind brimming with the secrets of ancient Rome and the promise of discovery. The night is still young, and with each step, he feels more connected to the past, ready to uncover the next piece of the puzzle. As Lucius continues to decipher the inscriptions, he hears a soft meow echo through the chamber. Turning his head, he spots a small, sleek cat with glossy fur sneaking into the light of his torch. The cat, its green eyes sparkling with curiosity, seems to have appeared from nowhere. Lucius smiles, feeling a sudden warmth at the unexpected companionship. The cat approaches him without hesitation, weaving between his legs and purring softly. It almost feels as if the cat is urging him to follow. Intrigued and slightly amused, Lucius decides to trust this new guide. The cat moves gracefully ahead, glancing back occasionally to ensure Lucius is following. As if by some ancient instinct, the cat seems to know the way through the labyrinthine passages. Lucius follows, the cat's presence a comforting and almost magical addition to his journey. They navigate through narrow corridors and under low archways, the cat effortlessly leaping over obstacles while Lucius carefully steps around them. The torchlight flickers against the stone walls, casting long shadows that dance in rhythm with their movements. The passages become increasingly complex, but the cat moves with purpose, leading Lucius deeper into the underground maze. As they turn a corner, Lucius notices ancient carvings of animals, including cats, on the walls. He realizes that cats were often revered in Roman culture, associated with protection and mystery. The sight strengthens his belief that this feline companion is more than a mere stray. They reach a crossroad in the tunnels, and Lucius hesitates, unsure of which path to take. The cat, however, seems to know exactly where to go. It pads softly towards the left tunnel, pausing to look back at Lucius with encouraging eyes. Trusting the cat's intuition, Lucius follows. The passageway narrows and the air grows cooler. The cat's presence keeps Lucius calm, its soft purring a steady reassurance in the echoing silence. Suddenly, they arrive at a small chamber, hidden from the main path and filled with ancient artifacts and inscriptions more intricate than the ones before. The cat sits at the center of the room, its eyes reflecting the torchlight as if urging Lucius to explore. Lucius begins examining the chamber, his excitement renewed. He finds more inscriptions, these even more detailed and clear, providing further clues about his quest. The cat meows softly, and Lucius feels as though it's gently guiding him to each important discovery. As he deciphers the new inscriptions, he realizes they provide critical information about the location of the treasure. The clues fit perfectly with the ones he has already gathered, forming a coherent path forward. Lucius takes a deep breath, feeling gratitude for the feline guide that has led him here. He carefully notes down the new details, his mind racing with the possibilities that lie ahead. The cat, having fulfilled its role, stands and stretches, then walks toward another tunnel, looking back one last time. Lucius nods, understanding that it is time to move on. He follows the cat through the final passage, feeling a sense of clarity and purpose. Emerging from the tunnel, Lucius finds himself back in the main corridor of the underground maze, his path now clearer than ever. The cat, having guided him through the most intricate part of the journey, nudges his leg gently before disappearing into the shadows. Lucius smiles, feeling a sense of connection to the ancient spirit that seemed to dwell in the cat. With renewed determination and the cat's guidance still fresh in his mind, Lucius continues his journey through the hidden passages of Rome, more confident than ever in his quest to uncover the hidden treasures and secrets of the ancient city. The hidden passages beneath Rome present Lucius with unexpected challenges that test his resolve and quick thinking. As he ventures deeper into the labyrinth, the atmosphere grows heavier, charged with a sense of ancient secrets guarding their treasures fiercely. His torch flickers, casting eerie shadows on the stone walls, hinting at trials yet to come. Suddenly, he notices a faint, almost imperceptible line across the floor. He kneels down and realizes it's a tripwire, a trap set to deter those who dare to seek the hidden chamber's treasures. Carefully, Lucius steps over it, his heart pounding with the knowledge that one misstep could trigger unknown dangers. As he moves forward, the passage narrows, and he reaches a section where the walls are adorned with detailed carvings. Realizing these might hold clues, he examines them closely. The carvings depict various scenes from Roman mythology, each with an accompanying symbol. Lucius recognizes this as a puzzle, meant to test his knowledge and wit. He recalls the old man's words about the tales of the gods containing keys to many secrets. The symbols seem to correspond to the virtues of Minerva, Mars, and Jupiter mentioned in the inscriptions from the hidden chamber. He touches the symbol of Minerva, the goddess of wisdom, expecting it to unlock a new path. Instead, a stone slab slides open, revealing a small alcove with a riddle inscribed on it. In the Hall of the Wise, where silence speaks loudest, seek the light that never fades. Lucius ponders the riddle, recognizing it as a test of perception and understanding. He thinks of Minerva, associated with wisdom and learning, and realizes the answer lies within the concept of an eternal flame, a symbol of undying knowledge. He looks around and spots a small torch holder, empty and seemingly out of place amongst the carvings. He places his torch inside the holder, and the passageway ahead illuminates, revealing another intricate puzzle. This one involves a series of levers and weights, designed to mimic the scales of justice, a reference to the balance and fairness upheld by the gods. Lucius must determine the correct combination of weights to balance the scales and unlock the next door. He carefully studies the weights, each marked with a symbol representing different aspects of Roman virtues. Using his knowledge of Roman philosophy and the teachings of great thinkers, he arranges the weights in a manner that balances the scales perfectly. As he does, the door ahead creaks open, granting him passage. He steps through, his mind buzzing with the thrill of solving the puzzles and overcoming the traps, but his challenges are far from over. The next corridor is shrouded in darkness, with only faint glimmers of light hinting at hidden dangers. Lucius moves cautiously, aware that this section could be filled with more traps. His foot brushes against a loose stone, and immediately, arrows shoot out from hidden slots in the walls. He narrowly avoids them, realizing he must tread even more carefully. He notices pressure plates on the floor, cleverly disguised to blend in with the surrounding stones. He uses his chalk to mark them, ensuring he avoids any missteps. His path is slow and deliberate, requiring both patience and a keen eye for detail. Finally, he reaches a grand door, its surface covered in intricate symbols and ancient Latin inscriptions. This is the final puzzle, designed to test his bravery and intellect to their limits. The inscription reads, "Only the worthy may pass, those who possess the heart of a lion and the mind of a sage." Lucius takes a deep breath, understanding that this challenge is as much about his inner strength as it is about his knowledge. He must summon all his courage and wisdom to answer the test. Placing his hand on the door, he recites a short prayer to Minerva, seeking the goddess's guidance and protection. The door slowly swings open, revealing a grand chamber filled with treasures beyond his wildest dreams. Gold, jewels, and ancient relics glimmer under the torchlight, but what truly captures Lucius's attention are the scrolls and texts, repositories of lost knowledge and history waiting to be uncovered. Lucius steps into the chamber, his heart swelling with a sense of achievement and awe. He knows that his journey has only just begun, and the true treasure lies in the stories and wisdom preserved in these ancient writings. As he carefully examines the scrolls, he feels a deep connection to the scholars and adventurers who came before him, their legacy now a part of his own story. He understands that the challenges he faced were not merely obstacles, but lessons to shape him into a worthy guardian of Rome's hidden history. With a sense of profound fulfillment, Lucius gathers the scrolls, ready to share the newfound knowledge with the world. His journey through the ancient passages of Rome has tested his bravery, wit, and determination, forging him into a true seeker of wisdom. The night is still young, and the city of Rome whispers promises of more secrets to uncover, more stories to tell. With the hidden chamber's treasures in hand, Lucius steps back into the moonlit forum, his spirit alight with the glow of discovery, ready for whatever challenges the ancient city holds next. The discovery of the hidden garden is a moment of pure enchantment for Lucius. With the delicate parchment of the ancient map and the guidance of the mysterious cat, he finds himself at the entrance of a long-forgotten oasis. The air grows warmer and sweeter as they approach, a stark contrast to the cool, stone-lined passages they have navigated so far. Pushing aside an ivy-covered door, Lucius steps into a place seemingly untouched by time. The hidden garden reveals itself in a breathtaking display of beauty and tranquility. Exotic plants of vibrant colors and unique textures thrive here, their leaves and petals shimmering in the soft glow of bioluminescent flowers. The atmosphere is filled with a serene melody, composed by the gentle rustling of leaves and the soft chirping of nocturnal insects. The cat, its green eyes wide with wonder, leads Lucius to the heart of the garden where a small, tranquil pond mirrors the moonlight. The water is as clear as crystal, reflecting the lush greenery that surrounds it. Delicate lilies float on the surface, their petals opening to the night like silent whispers of nature's secrets. Lucius kneels beside the pond, mesmerized by its pristine beauty. The air is rich with the scent of blooming flowers and the earthy aroma of damp soil, creating a sense of peace and harmony. He dips his hand into the cool water, feeling a deep connection to this hidden paradise. The garden feels like a sanctuary, a place where time stands still and the worries of the outside world fade away. The cat curls up beside him, purring contentedly, as if to share in the tranquility of the moment. Lucius takes a deep breath, inhaling the fragrant air and letting the serenity of the garden wash over him. In this hidden corner of ancient Rome, Lucius finds not only a treasure of nature's beauty, but also a refuge for his soul. The garden, with its exotic plants and tranquil pond, offers a glimpse into a world of peace and natural wonder, a contrast to the bustling city above. Lucius feels a renewed sense of purpose and calm, knowing that discoveries such as this are as valuable as any material treasure. He spends a few moments in quiet reflection, appreciating the harmony and balance of the hidden garden, a true gem within the ancient city of Rome. The meeting with Roman ghosts is an ethereal experience for Lucius, as the tranquil garden begins to shift with a spectral glow. The cat, still by his side, tenses slightly, its green eyes widening in recognition of the otherworldly presence. Lucius feels a chill run down his spine, but it is not a cold of dread. It is an anticipation of something extraordinary. As he gazes into the pond, the water surface starts to ripple, and faint, luminous figures begin to materialize around him. These apparitions are the ghosts of ancient Romans, their forms shimmering with a soft, ethereal light. One by one, they emerge, their faces serene and wise, exuding an aura of timeless knowledge and history. An elderly man with a flowing toga steps forward, his eyes filled with a depth of understanding that spans centuries. "Welcome, Lucius," he says, his voice a soft echo that resonates through the garden. "We are the guardians of Rome's secrets, and we have been watching your journey." Lucius, awestruck, bows his head in respect. "I am honored to be in your presence," he replies, his voice barely a whisper. "I seek the hidden treasure of Rome, and any guidance you can offer would be invaluable." The elderly ghost nods, his expression both kind and serious. "The treasure you seek is more than gold and jewels. It is the wisdom and knowledge of our time, preserved for those worthy of carrying our legacy." Another ghost, a woman adorned in the attire of a Roman noble, steps forward. Her eyes are gentle yet piercing, as if seeing straight into Lucius's soul. "In our time, we lived and loved, fought and triumphed. Our stories are etched into the walls of this city, and they hold the keys to the treasure you seek. Listen well, for each of us has a tale to tell, and within them lie the clues to your quest." The first ghost speaks again, recounting a story of loyalty and bravery during the great battles of Rome. He describes hidden tunnels used by soldiers to transport messages and supplies, their entrances now concealed beneath vines and rubble. Lucius listens intently, committing each detail to memory. The noblewoman then shares a tale of love and loss, of secret meetings in the hidden alcoves of the forum. She speaks of symbols carved into the stones, marking the spots where lovers once met, symbols that now guide the way to hidden chambers. Lucius's heart aches at her story, feeling the depth of emotion that transcends time. A third ghost, a young scholar like Lucius, steps forward with a smile. "I too was a seeker of knowledge," he says. "My studies led me to discover a hidden library beneath the Temple of Saturn. Within its walls lie scrolls and texts that hold the wisdom of our greatest philosophers. Trust in your scholarly instincts and you will find the path." As each ghost shares their story, Lucius feels a profound connection to their lives and experiences. Their tales are both a gift and a responsibility, guiding him towards the treasure with a deeper understanding of its true value. The garden, now filled with the glow of these ancient spirits, feels alive with history and purpose. The elderly ghost steps forward once more. "Remember, Lucius, the greatest treasure lies not in what you find, but in what you learn. The knowledge you uncover will be your guiding light, just as it was for us. Go forth with courage and wisdom, and you will succeed." With that, the ghosts begin to fade, their luminous forms slowly dissolving into the night air. Lucius stands in the garden, feeling a deep sense of gratitude and determination. The stories and clues shared by the ghosts have given him a clearer path and a renewed sense of purpose. He takes a deep breath, feeling the tranquil energy of the garden and the weight of history upon him. The cat purrs softly, as if acknowledging the significance of the moment. Lucius knows that the journey ahead will be challenging, but with the wisdom imparted by the ancient spirits, he feels ready to face whatever lies ahead. With a final glance at the serene pond and the hidden garden, he gathers his belongings and prepares to continue his quest. The night is still young, and the secrets of ancient Rome beckon him forward, guided by the whispers of the past and the glow of the moonlit sky. The ancient vault is an imposing structure, hidden deep within the heart of Rome's underground labyrinth. Lucius, guided by the stories and wisdom imparted by the ghosts, finds himself standing before its massive, weathered doors. These doors, adorned with intricate carvings and symbols, tell tales of gods and heroes, their presence almost palpable in the heavy, cool air. As he places his hand on the ancient stone, he feels a surge of energy, a connection to the countless seekers who came before him. The doors creak open slowly, revealing the hidden vault within. The chamber is vast, its walls lined with shelves bearing countless artifacts, scrolls, and treasures, their gleams subdued under the faint light of his torch. At the center of the vault stands a magnificent statue of Mars, the Roman god of war. The statue, carved with extraordinary detail, exudes power and authority, its stone eyes seeming to watch over the vault with an unyielding gaze. Lucius approaches the statue cautiously, sensing that this guardian holds more than just a symbolic presence. As he steps closer, the air around the statue begins to shimmer, and a low, otherworldly hum fills the chamber. The stone figure begins to move, its eyes glowing with an intense, fiery light. The statue of Mars, now animated, steps down from its pedestal, its heavy footsteps echoing through the vault. Who dares to disturb the sacred vault of Mars? The god's voice booms, resonant and commanding. Lucius stands firm, his heart pounding but his resolve unwavering. I am Lucius, a humble scholar in search of Rome's hidden knowledge and treasures. I seek the wisdom preserved within this vault, not for personal gain, but to share with the world. The statue's eyes narrow, scrutinizing Lucius with an intensity that feels like it's piercing into his very soul. Many have sought these treasures, but few are deemed worthy. Prove your worth, Lucius. Show me you possess the valor, wisdom, and integrity necessary to guard this knowledge. Lucius recalls the virtues mentioned in the inscriptions and stories: the courage of Mars, the wisdom of Minerva, the justice of Jupiter. He takes a deep breath and speaks with conviction. I have faced trials and solved riddles, guided by the knowledge of those who came before me. I have sought the wisdom of the gods, not for glory, but to honor their legacy and share their teachings with the world. I stand here not as a seeker of gold, but as a guardian of history and truth. The god of war regards him silently for a moment, then nods, satisfied with Lucius's declaration. Very well, Lucius, you have shown the heart of a true guardian. The treasures of this vault are now yours to unveil. Use them wisely, for they hold the power to enlighten generations. With a final, powerful gaze, the statue returns to its pedestal, its eyes dimming as it resumes its watchful stone form. Lucius feels a wave of relief and triumph wash over him. He steps forward, now unopposed, into the heart of the vault. The shelves glisten with treasures beyond his wildest dreams: golden artifacts, jeweled relics, and most importantly, scrolls and texts packed with ancient knowledge. Each item tells a story, each scroll holds secrets long forgotten. Lucius carefully inspects the scrolls, their delicate parchment adorned with intricate Latin script and illustrations. He realizes that these documents contain the wisdom of Rome's greatest philosophers, the histories of its emperors, and the tales of its gods' knowledge that could illuminate and educate future generations. As he gathers the most significant scrolls and artifacts, Lucius feels a deep sense of responsibility. He knows that his journey has brought him to this moment not just to find treasure, but to become a custodian of Rome's rich heritage. With his satchel filled with these precious discoveries, he takes one last look at the vault, its secrets now revealed. The statue of Mars stands tall and silent, a sentinel of the ages. Lucius bows respectfully before leaving the chamber, understanding the weight of the trust bestowed upon him. Emerging from the hidden vault, Lucius is greeted by the cool night air of the Roman Forum, the moon casting its gentle light on the ancient ruins. He feels a profound connection to the city and its timeless spirit. With renewed determination, he steps forward, ready to share the hidden treasures and wisdom of ancient Rome with the world, knowing that his journey has only just begun. The final puzzle is an intricate masterpiece embedded within the heavy stone doors of the ancient vault. Lucius stands before it, his torch casting flickering light on the delicately carved reliefs that span the door's surface. These carvings weave a tapestry of Roman history and mythology, with gods and heroes, battles and triumphs depicted in exquisite detail. As he examines the puzzle, Lucius realizes that the answer lies in the interplay of these mythological elements. The carvings are divided into several panels, each representing a different god or mythological scene. At the center of the puzzle is a circular mechanism with symbols surrounding its perimeter, each symbol corresponding to a key figure or event in Roman lore. Lucius understands that he must align the symbols correctly to unlock the door. His mind races through the vast knowledge he acquired from his studies. He begins by focusing on the central figure of the puzzle, Jupiter, the king of the gods, holding his mighty thunderbolt. Surrounding Jupiter are symbols representing other deities, Minerva with her owl, Mars with his shield and spear, and Venus with her dove. Lucius recalls the stories and attributes of each god, knowing that their relationships and stories will guide him. He starts with Jupiter, aligning the thunderbolt symbol in the center of the mechanism. Next, he moves to Minerva, connecting the owl to Jupiter's left, representing wisdom and strategic warfare. On Jupiter's right, he aligns Mars with his shield, symbolizing the strength and courage needed to protect Rome. Finally, he places Venus's dove above Jupiter, representing love and beauty as guiding forces in Roman belief. Each symbol clicks into place with a satisfying sound, but the door remains closed. Lucius knows there is more to the puzzle. He studies the other panels, each depicting crucial moments in Roman history: the founding of Rome by Romulus and Remus, the story of the Trojan hero Aeneas, and the epic battles fought by Roman legions. His fingers trace the carvings of Romulus and Remus, suckling the she-wolf, a powerful symbol of Rome's origins and endurance. He places this panel to the left of Jupiter, aligning it with the thunderbolt and owl, symbolizing the city's founding under divine protection. He then looks at the panel depicting Aeneas carrying his father from the ruins of Troy, a symbol of piety and duty. This he aligns below Jupiter to show the journey and trials endured by those who laid the foundations of Rome. The final alignment involves the Roman legions, their triumphs and sacrifices, symbolized by a laurel wreath, the emblem of victory and honor. Lucius places this panel to the right of Jupiter, completing the circle of divine favor, wisdom, courage, and victory. As the last symbol clicks into place, the door begins to tremble. Slowly, it swings open, revealing the ancient vault's treasures. Lucius steps inside, his breath taken away by the sight of the gold, jewels, and most importantly, scrolls filled with untold knowledge and history. The final puzzle, a test of his understanding of Roman mythology and history, has proven his worthiness to uncover the vault's secrets. He feels a surge of fulfillment and readiness to honor the legacy of Rome by sharing its hidden treasures with the world. Triumphant discovery, Lucius successfully opens the vault and finds the treasure, which includes gold coins, jewels, and ancient scrolls. As Lucius steps into the hidden vault, he is greeted by a sight that takes his breath away. The room glows softly under the light of his torch, illuminating treasures that have lain hidden for centuries. Gold coins, their surfaces gleaming with an almost unreal luster, spill from ornate chests. Jewels of every color sparkle like captured stars, their facets catching and scattering the torchlight. Rubies, sapphires, emeralds, and diamonds, each gemstone more magnificent than the last, are meticulously arranged in intricate settings that speak of master craftsmanship. But it is the ancient scrolls that draw Lucius's attention most. They are carefully stored in wooden cases, their parchment fragile yet incredibly well preserved. He picks up a scroll, unrolling it with reverent hands. The Latin script, though faded with time, is still legible, revealing wisdom from Rome's greatest philosophers. historical accounts from renowned scholars, and detailed maps of the ancient city as it once stood. Lucius's heart swells with a mixture of triumph and humility. He understands that these scrolls represent the true treasure, knowledge that has the power to enlighten and educate future generations. Carefully, he places the scroll back in its case, ensuring it remains protected. He turns his attention to the chests of gold and jewels, marveling at the sheer wealth before him. Yet he knows that this material wealth is secondary to the invaluable knowledge contained in the scrolls. He takes a moment to reflect on the journey that has brought him here. Every trial, every puzzle, and every encounter has led him to this moment of triumphant discovery. The vault is not just a repository of treasures, but a testament to the endurance of Rome's legacy. With a renewed sense of purpose, Lucius carefully selects a few of the most significant scrolls, placing them gently into his satchel. He also chooses a modest amount of gold coins and a few jewels, knowing that these will help fund further explorations and studies. As he prepares to leave the vault, Lucius feels a deep sense of responsibility. He is not just a discoverer of treasures, but a guardian of Rome's hidden heritage. The knowledge he has uncovered will not only enrich his life, but also the lives of countless others. He steps out of the vault, his mind buzzing with the endless possibilities that his discoveries hold. The moonlight greets him as he emerges, casting a serene glow over the ancient ruins of the Roman Forum. Lucius feels a profound connection to the city, its history, and the spirits of those who have guided him. He understands that his journey is far from over. It is just the beginning of a new chapter filled with exploration, learning, and the sharing of Rome's timeless wisdom. With a heart full of gratitude and a mind eager for the next adventure, Lucius walks through the moonlit streets of Rome, ready to share the triumphant discovery with the world. The treasures he carries are more than mere artifacts. They are keys to understanding the past and inspiring the future. With the treasure securely packed, Lucius begins his journey back home, the moon casting a gentle glow on the ancient streets of Rome. His heart is light with the joy of accomplishment, and his mind races with thoughts of how this newfound knowledge will enrich his studies and the lives of those around him. Each step he takes feels lighter, as though the weight of the treasures he carries is balanced by the even greater weight of the knowledge and history now entrusted to him. As he retraces his path through the Forum, he can't help but feel a deeper connection to the city. The statues of gods and heroes, the remnants of grand temples, and the ancient cobblestones all seem to whisper their approval, acknowledging his newfound role as a guardian of their legacy. The gentle rustling of the leaves and the distant murmur of the city blend into a soothing symphony, creating a serene backdrop for his triumphant return. Lucius's thoughts drift to the wise old man and the ghosts he encountered. Their stories and guidance were vital in leading him to the vault, and he feels a profound sense of gratitude toward them. These ancient spirits and their wisdom have become an integral part of his journey, their lessons ingrained in his heart and mind, guiding him toward a future rich with possibilities. The path home is illuminated by the soft glow of street lanterns, each one a small beacon of comfort and familiarity. As he walks, Lucius reflects on the transformation he has undergone. No longer just a scholar with a thirst for knowledge, he now carries within him the essence of Rome's history and the responsibility to preserve and share it. The journey has shaped him into a true custodian of the past, ready to honor the legacy of those who came before him. Arriving at his modest home, Lucius feels a wave of relief and satisfaction. The familiar sight of his study, lined with scrolls and books, now seems even more inviting, a sanctuary for the treasures he carries. He carefully sets down his satchel, the scrolls and artifacts within glowing softly in the candlelight. Each item is placed with care, a testament to his respect for the knowledge and history they represent. Lucius unrolls one of the scrolls, his eyes tracing the ancient script with reverence and awe. The words of Rome's great philosophers and historians leap off the page, their wisdom timeless and profound. He understands that his journey has only just begun, and that the true treasure lies in the sharing and application of this knowledge. His heart swells with a sense of purpose, knowing that he holds the key to unlocking the past for future generations. As he settles into his study, Lucius can't help but smile, feeling a deep sense of accomplishment. He has returned home not just with material treasures, but with a renewed connection to his heritage and history. The journey has fortified his spirit and enriched his mind, preparing him for the adventures and discoveries that lie ahead. The night grows quiet, the city of Rome resting under the watchful gaze of the stars. Lucius takes a moment to close his eyes, breathing in the cool night air and savoring the tranquility of the moment. He knows that his role as a guardian of Rome's legacy is both an honor and a responsibility, one that he is now fully prepared to embrace. With a heart full of gratitude and a mind eager for the future, Lucius prepares for a well-deserved rest. The treasures of ancient Rome, both material and intellectual, are safe within his home, ready to inspire and educate. The journey has brought him closer to his roots, connecting him to the rich tapestry of history that defines his beloved city. As he drifts off to sleep, Lucius feels a profound sense of fulfillment, knowing that his adventure has only just begun, and that the stories of ancient Rome will continue to unfold, guided by his hands and shared with the world. The next day, Lucius gathers his friends and family, a sense of excitement and anticipation palpable in the air. They gather in his modest home, the sunlight streaming through the windows, casting a warm and inviting glow. Lucius stands before them, his heart brimming with the stories of his incredible adventure. With a smile, he begins to recount his journey, each word painting a vivid picture of his night in ancient Rome. His friends and family listen intently as he describes the hidden vault, the wise old man, and the ghostly guardians who shared their wisdom. They are captivated by his tales of deciphering ancient inscriptions, navigating secret passages, and uncovering treasures that had lain hidden for centuries. Lucius's words bring the adventure to life, and his audience feels as though they are walking the ancient streets alongside him. He reveals the treasures he discovered, the scrolls filled with timeless knowledge, and the intricate gold and jewels that speak of Rome's grand history. His friends and family marvel at the artifacts, their eyes wide with wonder and admiration. But it is the stories and wisdom contained in the scrolls that truly inspire them, igniting a spark of curiosity and a desire to learn more about their heritage. Lucius shares the lessons he learned from the ancient spirits, the importance of courage, wisdom, and integrity, and how these virtues guided him through the trials he faced. His words resonate deeply, reminding his listeners that the true treasure lies not just in material wealth, but in the knowledge and stories that connect them to their ancestors. His family beams with pride, and his friends are filled with admiration and awe. Inspired by Lucius's adventure, they feel a renewed sense of connection to their history and a desire to preserve and share it with others. Lucius's journey has not only enriched his own life, but has also sparked a passion for discovery and learning in those around him. As the day turns to evening, Lucius's home buzzes with lively discussions and shared dreams of future explorations. His friends and family express their gratitude and excitement, eager to support him in his quest to uncover and share the hidden treasures of ancient Rome. Lucius feels a profound sense of fulfillment, knowing that his adventure has inspired others and strengthened their bond to their shared heritage. With every story he tells, he honors the legacy of those who came before him and ensures that their wisdom will continue to enlighten and guide future generations. As the night falls, Lucius takes a moment to reflect on his journey and the impact it has had on his loved ones. He feels a deep sense of purpose, knowing that his role as a guardian of Rome's hidden history has only just begun. The stories he has shared have planted seeds of curiosity and wonder, ready to blossom into new adventures and discoveries. With a heart full of gratitude and a mind eager for the future, Lucius prepares for the next chapter in his journey, ready to continue exploring, learning, and inspiring others with the timeless stories of ancient Rome. Reflection on the adventure. Lucius reflects on the lessons he learned during his adventure, appreciating the richness of his culture and history. As Lucius sits quietly in his study, the weight of the night's discoveries begins to settle in. The serene silence of the room contrasts sharply with the thrills and challenges he faced beneath Rome's ancient streets. He thinks back on the wise old man's words about the true wealth that lies in knowledge and stories. This adventure was not just a search for material treasures, but a deep dive into the very soul of Rome. Lucius feels an overwhelming sense of gratitude for the journey. The ghosts of ancient Romans had imparted invaluable wisdom and guided him through intricate puzzles that tested his intellect and resolve. He realizes that these experiences have enriched his understanding of his culture and history in ways that no book or scroll ever could. Each lesson learned, whether it was the importance of persistence in the face of challenges, the value of wisdom over material wealth, or the significance of courage and integrity, has left a lasting imprint on his heart. Lucius reflects on how this journey reaffirmed his connection to his heritage, seeing the stories and achievements of his ancestors come to life in the shadows of the ancient passages. The tales of the gods and heroes, the founding myths, and the historical episodes have all woven together to form a rich tapestry that defines his identity. He feels a renewed pride in his Roman heritage and a sense of responsibility to preserve and share these stories with others. His thoughts wander back to the cat that had guided him through the labyrinth. He realizes that it symbolized the mystery and magic of ancient Rome, leading him to places of wonder and discovery. The cat's presence was a reminder of the unexpected guides and helpers one finds when embarking on a quest for knowledge. Lucius understands that his journey has also been a spiritual one, deepening his appreciation for the intangible treasures of wisdom and insight. He feels a profound sense of fulfillment knowing that his adventure has not only uncovered hidden artifacts, but has also awakened a deeper understanding of himself and his place within the grand narrative of history. As he prepares his notes and artifacts for further study, Lucius feels excitement for the future. He knows that his journey is far from over. There are still countless stories to uncover, secrets to decipher, and knowledge to share. The night's adventure has ignited a spark within him, a passion for exploration and learning that will guide him in his scholarly pursuits. With a heart full of gratitude and a mind enriched by the lessons of his journey, Lucius looks forward to the adventures yet to come, ready to delve deeper into the mysteries of ancient Rome and continue the timeless quest for wisdom. As the story comes to an end, wish the viewers sweet dreams and a good night's sleep, encouraging them to dream of their adventures in ancient Rome. So as the moonlight gently bathes the ancient city of Rome, casting a tranquil glow over its timeless beauty, we bring our enchanting journey to a close. Imagine yourself standing beside Lucius, feeling the cool breeze of the night and the whispers of history that echo through the ruins. As you drift off to sleep, let your mind wander through the ancient streets, exploring the hidden passages and secret gardens of this magnificent city. May your dreams be filled with the wisdom and wonder of Rome, and may you wake refreshed and inspired by the tales of courage, knowledge, and discovery. Thank you for joining us on this magical adventure. Sweet dreams and good night. Thank you so much for joining us on this incredible journey through ancient Rome. Your presence made this adventure even more special, and we hope you found it as enchanting and inspiring as Lucius did. As you step back into your world, remember the wisdom and stories that have been shared, and let them guide you in your dreams and beyond. We would love for you to continue exploring with us, so make sure to like, comment, and subscribe to our channel for more cozy bedtime stories and exciting adventures. Your support means the world to us and helps us bring even more magical tales to life. Until next time, sweet dreams and good night.